Here's a little conversation I want to have with you. This is something that has been on my mind for quite some time. Here's a way to stop gayness in the world. Here's the way to stop gayness in the world. Moms and dads, it begins with you. Moms, you need to hug, hold, love, physically hug, physically give kisses to your baby girl. Dads, you need to love, hug, hold, cherish your sons. Dads, you need to physically hold, physically hug, physically give kisses to your son. It's that simple. It's that simple. Ta-da! I just cured the world of that extreme lifestyle. Okay, so basically, there is some science behind it. It's pretty simple too. If you think about it philosophically, when a baby is loved on by the same sex, gender, they're not going to need that later on in life. They're not going to seek that out in their life. So, you're not born gay. Your children are not born this way. They just need your attention. They don't need you to ignore them. They don't need you to be hands off. They need you to be hands on. No matter how much you really despise that little baby girl, mom, or you really think it's wrong to be hands-on with your son, dads, you are creating a monster. I shouldn't say monster. That's not the right word. You are creating a homosexual. You are creating a tendency in that child to grow up in the lifestyle. You're doing it. So, hug them when they're babies. Moms, hug your daughters, your baby girls. Dads, hug your baby boys. It could be an uncle, it could be, as long as it's the same gender. You could have a granddad with the grandson, uncle with the grandson. But they need that touch early on by the same gender. They're going to sense it. I'm sure it's because we're spiritual beings, so they're going to sense something, and that's going to put things in order. Okay? And we're not talking about extremes. Obviously, you don't go overboard and commit some crime on the child. That is extreme, and so just balance it out. You don't want to go to extremes and then create a real monster type situation. Yeah, it's just, you have to show love, actually. And it's physical love that you have to give. Okay? It's the physical love that you have to give to that young baby. Up until probably 3, they need that. They need it. Just like everything is more physical the younger the person is, the younger the child is, the younger the baby is. It's more physical. The love is physical. They take that in. Everything is taken in physically, and it travels down the nerves, the nerve center, the younger they are. And I'm talking about even in the womb, because in the womb they're not. They don't have these intricate systems, so they don't have the emotions. Everything is sensitive to the nerve system. But yeah, when they're a baby and up until toddler age, they need that love physically expressed upon them. Okay, and it needs to be from the same gender. Okay, and then so I know that a lot of people, a lot of men, not a lot, well, lately a lot, are pretty, they don't know how to express love. I don't know why, but they don't do it right. They don't do it. I know a lot of them go overboard, and because they were touched in the wrong way young, and so they perpetrated it on to their child, and that just goes on and on. A lot of that goes on in the world. It's gotten worse over the years, over ages and generations. But some people still have it right, and they just do it properly, and they love their children. They do it properly. So you'll notice that the people that do not have children that turn out to be homosexual, they come from loving families where the dads are loving to their children, the moms are loving to their children, and it's more of a physical love. The moms hold tight, they put their children, wrap them up, and carry them around physically all day. So the daughters are going to get a hold of that, the sons as well. But the loving dads, the dads that are glad and happy to hold and throw their children up in the air, play with them, they give them kisses and hugs. They're not going to have that issue with their children. The ones that are standoffish, like the ones that they don't pay their children attention, the men that'll sit in their big easy chairs and watch television, and they're not expressive of the love in their household. No one gets hugs. They're going to have a problem, and their children are probably going to be angry growing up. Not in the beginning. They're going to, have that fake love. They don't realize until later that they're really angry, and they just don't have that close relationship with their dads, the guys. They don't have that close relationship with their dads at all. And as far as the girls, they never had that. They never got that love and attention. A lot of moms that are the ones that will just come home and just bark orders, and they're not smiling, they're not loving, they're just sort of. They could be mean, or, I mean, not all of them would be mean, but some of them, they just don't know how to deal with their daughters and children, and so the children are missing out. They never got hugs and kisses or I love you. Yeah, give those I love yous too to your children, especially the ones of the same gender, if you're the type of parent that does not want your child to grow up homosexual. Okay? So do it, even if you're not used to. I'm not saying to go overboard. I'm saying if you feel uncomfortable, just do it. Be conscious of it. Stop yourself to a certain point. If you feel like you might have something from your own past where you might have been touched, just stop yourself to where it could get to a dangerous point, but you have to do it. Okay? And like I said, it doesn't have to be the birth dad or the birth mom. Okay. So that's the solution, folks. Spread the news for all the new parents, soon to be parents, parents of the future, and people that are already parents. Think about it. Think about your own life, what you've done with your children, and see if this is not correct. Okay? So, thank you for listening. Next time, besos. Bye.